Peak 100.1 is proud to present Local Artist Spotlight live from Studio C, our new show that gets your favorite local bands and musicians into our studio and onto the airwaves. Unforgettable live performances with amazing and personal interviews. Live from Studio C is the place to discover your next favorite local band. Tune in to Peak 100.1 on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. to hear exclusive interviews and songs from these amazing local artists. Time to shine a spotlight on our amazing local bands. Live from Studio C, Wednesdays at 6:30, only on Peak 100.1. This show is brought to you in part by Kaleidoscope Red Rocks. Keep up to date with their latest shows on our website. If you want to be featured on Live from Studio C, you can send us an email to psa@myradioplace.com.
This song is called Once. I'm playing a slightly abbreviated version of it because it's a pretty long song, and it suits being played that long better with the full band. So.
Thanks for tuning in to Peak 100.1. Your friend Becca here for another awesome episode of Local Artist Spotlight live from Studio C. I'm joined in the studio today by none other than Mr. Aaron Rasband. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much for making the trip down today. It's awesome to have you in.
Yeah.
Playing some amazing songs for us today in the studio. I'm so excited to show everybody. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from Flagstaff, right?
I live in Flagstaff. Wasn't where I grew up, but yeah.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Seattle, Washington.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I grew up in...
So you're just drying out here in the desert
Yes.
from the wet Seattle rain.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you have a very Eddie Van, what's his name? Eddie Van Hetter.
Oh, Eddie Vedder, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
From Pearl Jam.
yeah.
And he's from that area too, like the
Oh, yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
That, rings true, dude. It's awesome. You have a very unique style, very dynamic playing of that acoustic guitar that you got to play for us here.
Thank you.
Super awesome. How old were you when you started playing music?
I was 15,
Nice,
actually.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was. I started middle school and I played the saxophone.
Nice. So
because that
started in
seemed
band.
like the coolest instrument
Heck yeah.
that band allowed you to play.
Right?
Cooler than flute and clarinet. But,
So not a Jethro Tull fan, going for the flute.
right, yeah.
Or going more David Bowie. I'll play
Yeah.
the sax, That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But I had a brother who was a year and a half behind me in age, but 1 year behind me in school.
Mm-hmm.
And he started a year later, and he started playing the snare drum.
Nice.
And then he just ate it for breakfast.
Awesome.
He was just all about drums. He built himself a drum kit with all kinds of pawn shop stuff. And then a couple years later, he's like, I'm starting a band. And I was a huge music fan as a kid.
What were you listening to?
Everything that was in my dad's vinyl collection, right?
Heck
So
yeah.
This was when I was a kid, it was mid 80s through early 90s. And my dad worked construction, so he was gone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But he had this great record collection. So it was the Beatles to Zeppelin to Jethro Tull to the Doors to the Who to
Nice.
Chicago to you name it.
That's
And
what's up.
yeah, and so it was just, I became a huge Beatles fanatic. My brother became a huge Zeppelin fanatic. And when he was like, I'm going to start a band, I was like, I didn't know kids could start a band.
It kind of blows your mind as a
Yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
You have those days where you're listening to the Beatles and then you realize, oh, they were children when they started playing
Yeah.
music and I could do it too.
Yeah.
So there you go, kids, join band,
Yeah.
get to know music,
Yeah.
listen to the people that you like and start playing music. That's awesome. So you and your brother started a band together with a couple of other friends?
Yeah, but I mean, I played saxophone and, it was a rock band and there were 3 dudes who played guitar and a bass player and all the guitar players sucked. And I learned really quick that the saxophone player had very little say in a rock band.
Absolutely.
And then I was like, well, maybe I should learn to play guitar.
Right.
And so I, saved up a little bit of money and bought a Stratocaster, for $150 out of the newspaper.
As we all did
Yeah.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
It's a great first guitar.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then, just it became my religion. You
Yeah.
know, I just was where's this been all my life? Who put their chocolate in my peanut butter? I don't think I ever touched the saxophone again.
Wow.
And I think I was 15, so 2.5 years later, we already had written and recorded our first original album.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And so who are you playing with today? You mentioned that you do have a full band.
I do. We are called Three.
Awesome.
It's a very creative name because we're a trio. But it is.
Super sick.
It's 3 as in the Roman numeral.
Oh, cool. I like that.
I.
Nice.
And you can see us on Instagram. It's 3_alt_rock.
Plugging that right here on the screen for everybody to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
And we have some of the stuff. The original album I recorded in '93 is on SoundCloud.
Awesome.
Under 3 alt rock band Flagstaff.
Boom. Plugging that right here.
Yeah, but we're working on doing some recording this year and doing a updated version and all the new songs that have been written since then. And
nice. The original music that you played for us here in the studio is amazing. I haven't heard something like that in a really long time. It's really refreshing to have new music that sounds classic and it sounds timeless. You do capture a really great, like, you put that on and you're like, oh, this is a great song. This is amazing. So do you find that the crowd reaction at your shows with your full band, do you guys encompass a good crowd reaction? Are people dancing, people singing along?
Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't got to play a lot.
Yeah.
Because we have had massive amounts of turnover, you know. But, you know, I feel like we just recently got a new drummer. His name is Eyal, and he's amazing. I feel a little bit like, you know, I remember hearing a story once on a podcast with Butch Vig, who was a producer who recorded like Nirvana's Nevermind and Smashing Pumpkins. I think he did like the first record, Gish, and he did like, I think he did Siamese Dream. But he said that like when Kurt got Dave Grohl as a drummer in Nirvana, he called and left a message on Butch's voicemail. It was like, dude, we got the best drummer ever. He's so effing amazing and all this stuff like that. And that's how I feel right now.
Heck yeah. Aaron Rasband has found his Dave Grohl. So we gotta get some shows together, man. You gotta, you know, this is your chance right now to see a little taste of what the band 3 is like. We got their front man. You're the front man, right?
I am guitar and vocals.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we have a bass player, Kason.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. So the trio, the power trio of 3, we have Aaron Rasband up in Flagstaff, but you wouldn't mind coming down to Cottonwood and playing some shows down here either.
Not at all, yeah. Cottonwood, Prescott, you know, you name it.
Yeah,
like,
Cornville's got some good venues now.
Yeah.
Bruja's an excellent place to play.
I actually sat in with another band in Cornville a couple months back.
Yeah, so you collaborate as well with one of our bands here from Peak 100.1, Kaleidoscope Red Rocks.
Yes, I have sat in with them a couple times. It was fun.
Awesome. They're very talented as well. So yeah, Aaron Rasband and his band 3 need places to play. Let's get a show going on. It'd be super awesome to have them down in Cottonwood, over in Prescott, up in Flagstaff, wherever. And honestly, just right here at Peak 100.1. I love it. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And we'll be glad to have you back anytime.
This next song is called Leaving.
Yes, man, that was super great.